We're approaching a special day in America, the National Day of Prayer. Hello and welcome to tonight's edition of WJTS in.form. I'm Bradford Raths, and to talk about that, we have Tom Jahn, a retired Indiana conservation officer, and Steve Luegers here to tell us more about it. So, Tom, just start a little bit overview of the National Day of Prayer.
Well, our nation's always been a nation of prayer, and anytime there has been ever a real need, on the eve of a war or some major event, our nation is gathered in prayer. And a few years back, actually, in 1952, Congress established a law setting aside a day of prayer. And then in 1988, President Reagan amended that law to make it the first Thursday of each May. So each May, the first Thursday, we honor and have a day of prayer in America for our country, for our leaders, for our military, for schools and churches and all the things that are near and dear to all of us.
And obviously, there is a big need for prayer in this country. You both can chime in on this one.
Sure. You know, I think that as people are more and more aware of what's going on in our country and our world, and we certainly understand sometimes the news in the evening becomes more negative than it is positive. And I think all of us by nature look for places of hope and look for places and things that can help us be more optimistic. And I can't really think of any better place than to unite people in prayer and in a common focal point like we do here in Du Bois County, first Thursday in May.
Yeah. County commissioners also have been involved in this for a long time. You were just showing me this year's.
Yes, we've had the support of the county commissioners for over 20 years and have held an event on the courthouse lawn area for the past 20 plus years. So the commissioners have always supported it. They've always given our approval for the use of the facilities there, and they actually have been for at least probably 15 years issuing a proclamation here in the county urging folks to join in and pray for the government, the leaders, the country, our nation. So it's well supported, and it's a great nonpartisan event that folks and churches and all denominations come together to unite for this one cause, to pray for our nation.
Obviously, there are plenty of others, too. You talk about churches and various officials and so forth, so whoever wants to chime in on that.
Well, I mean, as far as who to pray for and who's involved in the event.
Yeah, who all is involved?
Well, the good news is this year I think we have seven different churches involved, and we're blessed to have the pastors or representatives from each of those particular churches. We're also very fortunate again this year to have the chaplain from the Indiana National Guard will be here praying for our military. And what we attempt to do is include as many organizations as we can for the event.
And then just talk more about this event you guys got coming up, just more of the things going on locally, beyond, etc.
Sure.
Well, first of all, this is going on all over the country, like 42,000 events. Several million people will be gathering across the country. Even in our nation's capital, there'll be an event going on. All 50 governors will be issuing proclamations urging. So this is when we think of a time whenever, church and state issues keep getting brought up, our country is asking for this, and the people are responding all across the country. Here in Du Bois County, our event will be, of course, on the first Thursday, May the 1st. It will start at 6:30. We'll run about an hour, and we will have music, a ladies trio, wonderful trio here in the county that will be singing and doing music for us called One Voice, which is so appropriate because the theme this year is One Voice United in Prayer. So kind of fell right in with the theme. We're looking to a great event here in Du Bois County, and also in the county, I believe there's still a couple schools that do actually events in their schools. So it's a great day across the country. A lot of events going on, and we'd really like folks to come out here in Du Bois County and join us as well.
I think Tom made a good point. I think last year was a record right at 42,000 individual events around the United States. And here in Indiana, we have been fortunate to have at least one event in each of our 92 counties for the last several years. Tom and I involved in a conference call with Tom Walker, our state chairperson of the Indiana National Day of Prayer affiliate, and that's been something he's been real proud of several years. There's at least one event in each county, and we encourage people to come out and attend at least one of those, wherever they may be living or maybe at that time.
Certainly a lot of support you have for this event. Talk a little bit about what newcomers might be able to do, people who may never have participated.
Well, the first thing I would comment on is let's get in tune with your comfort zone. Bradford, for many, many people, self-included 20 or 30 years ago, to go inside a church, wherever you attend, is one thing. But to come out in the public forum where, heaven forbid, no pun intended, somebody would see you, that might be a stretch for some people. And Tom and I have talked about this. Some people just are not real comfortable with that. One of the ways to maybe make that a little bit easier is bring a friend with you. There's going to be all kind of people there. We typically have somewhere between 125 and 150 people in attendance. Bring a lawn chair because the event is about an hour and it might be a little bit too long for somebody to stand. And stretch your comfort zone a little bit. Do something that's a little bit outside what you would normally do, and I promise you, you'll be blessed.
Certainly going to be a great day when it finally does come. Thank you both, gentlemen, for your time
Thank you,
this
Bradford.
evening. This has been our interview with Tom Jahn and Steve Luegers concerning the upcoming National Day of Prayer. Thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We are local people watching local people.